Welcome to Timebeat Breaking News channel. Here are our breaking news today. 1. Israeli Supreme Court postponed the hearing on Palestinian evictions. 2. Over 60% of Japanese wanted to cancel the upcoming Olympics.
Israeli Supreme Court postponed the hearing on Palestinian evictions. The Supreme Court said at the request of the state attorney general, the hearing, which was supposed to take place Monday, was cancelled. The court said it would hear an appeal by the Palestinian families against their eviction from the Sheikh Jarrah neighborhood in East Jerusalem last week. Israeli police have clashed with Palestinians for several days, with Palestinians accusing Israeli settlers of provoking the confrontations. The Palestinian Red Crescent reported that on Saturday evening at least 100 Palestinians were injured during unrest at various locations across Jerusalem, including Sheikh Jarrah, Damascus Gate, and the Al-Aqsa Mosque compound. A pro-settler organization called Nahalat Shimon is using a 1970 law to argue that the owners of the land before 1948 were Jewish families, and so the current Palestinian landowners should be evicted and their properties given to Israeli Jews. Palestinians say restitution laws in Israel are unfair because they have no legal means to reclaim property they lost to Jewish families in the late 1940s in what became the State of Israel. Most of the international community regards East Jerusalem as occupied territory, and Palestinians see it as the capital of a future state. Israel wants to keep the city united as part of its sovereign territory, rejecting the idea that any part of it is occupied. The situation in Sheikh Jarrah has drawn worldwide attention, with the U.S. State Department expressing concern over the weekend.
Japan. Over 60% of Japanese wanted to cancel the upcoming Olympics. Over 60% of people in Japan want the Tokyo Olympics to be cancelled, an opinion poll showed on Monday, less than 3 months before the Games are due to begin. Japan has extended a state of emergency in Tokyo until the end of May and is struggling to contain a surge in COVID-19 cases, raising further questions about whether the Games should go on. The 2020 Olympics, which were postponed by a year due to the pandemic, are set to open on July 23. The survey, conducted from May 7th to 9th by the Yomiuri Shimbun Daily, showed 59% wanted the Games cancelled as opposed to 39% who said they should be held. Of those who said the Olympics should go ahead, 23% said they should take place without spectators. Foreign spectators have been banned, but a final decision on domestic attendance will be made in June. Another poll conducted at the weekend by TBS News found 65% wanted the Games cancelled or postponed again, with 37% voting to scrap the event altogether and 28% calling for another delay. A similar poll in April conducted by the Kyodo News Agency found 70% wanted the Olympics cancelled or postponed. Japanese Prime Minister Yoshihide Suga has repeatedly vowed to go ahead with the Olympics despite the spike in COVID-19 cases. Japanese tennis player Naomi Osaka said that even though she has waited her whole life to take part in the Olympics, the risks of holding the Tokyo Games should be carefully discussed. Thank you for watching. We help you stay up to date all the news hourly. Please subscribe our channel to follow up the latest one.